This is an N.S. Ramarao presentation. Special thanks to Indian Oil Corporation Limited and Vasantam Agencies. Welcome to this instructional video that details the operation and safety features of a fuel bowser. Upon reaching the customer site, secure a safe parking location and bring the vehicle to a complete halt. Avoid rough surfaces, inclines or soft ground. Engage the handbrake and turn off the vehicle ignition before proceeding. It is recommended to put up warning signs or physical barriers to secure the work area. Proceed after making sure that the area is clear and safe. Strictly no mobile phones, smoking, bare light bulbs or any exposed electrical wires in the vicinity of the fuel bowser. The next step is to operate the shutoff valves on the rear of the vehicle. You will find a separate valve for each compartment of the bowser. Open the valve for the compartment from which the fuel will be dispensed. You can now operate the gateway valves inside the manifold box on the passenger side of the vehicle. This allows the flow of fuel to the flow meter. Remember to open the valve corresponding to the same compartment which was engaged by the shutoff valve. Now that the fuel pumps are primed with fuel, the operator can turn on the vehicle ignition with the vehicle in neutral. Check the pneumatic pressure gauge on the dashboard and if necessary, wait until adequate pressure is available. With the clutch pedal depressed, the power takeoff or PTO is switched on. Now the clutch can be released. As a safety feature, turning on the PTO automatically engages the brakes on the vehicle. Do not use the accelerator pedal once the PTO is engaged. This can cause significant damage to the PTO gear pump system. Open the fuel meter and dispenser door. Turn on the fuel meter and receipt printer using the switch. There are two methods to operate the fuel meter. The first method is the preset method, where the quantity of fuel is input before dispensing. The second method is when the quantity of fuel is recorded after dispensing. Press start to initiate fuel delivery. Release the fuel nozzle from the carriage and extend the hose to the desired length. As per PESO directive, it is mandatory to dispense fuel only on the co-driver side of the bowser, away from the chassis fuel tank. Spillage and leaks are a fire hazard. Do not overfill the tanks and make sure that the tanks are sealed with the cap after the fuel is dispensed. The fuel nozzle is returned to the carriage after filling is complete. Press finish on the flow meter to complete the transaction. At this time, the printer will print out the receipt. Power down the flow meter and printer by returning the switch to the off position. Please note the emergency kill switch near the power switch. At any point of time during the dispensing of fuel, in case of a fuel leak, fire, or any hazardous situation, the entire bowser can be turned off by pressing this emergency kill switch. Close the door of the unit and secure it. A fire extinguisher is provided on the driver's side, rear corner of the vehicle. Please memorize the position and familiarize yourself with the operation of the fire extinguisher. Disengage the PTO by first pressing the clutch fully and then toggling the PTO switch to the off position. Ensure the vehicle handbrake is still engaged. Close the gate valves in the manifold box. Close the shut-off valves. Check the vehicle visually for any fuel leaks and ensure The doors to the fuel meter, manifold valve and shutoff valve are closed and secured. The top of the Bowser houses the dome and Peso safety fittings such as the PV valve, vent valve and fill pipe for inlet load transfer. Please ensure a minimum of 50 liters in the tank when operating the Bowser to preserve the integrity of the flow meter setup. The Bowser is now safe to be driven to the next client location or back to base for refilling. Thank you for your attention.